From MOCs to willow pumps, RVUs to blowouts. If you know exactly what I'm talking about, you're probably a physician mom, and this podcast is definitely for you. Welcome to Stethoscopes and Strollers. I'm Dr. Toya, an OBGYN and coach, and like you, I'm juggling life in scrubs with tantrums and timeouts. Here we get each other on a level no one else can. Conversations will be real and 100% unfiltered, so you might choose to listen while you're alone, or at least put in your AirPods. It's time to feel understood, supported, and a little less alone. Let's get into it. Will you take the win? When the win is presented to you, will you take it? So let me explain what I mean. Let's set the stage. You are asking your husband to go on a playdate with you and your son. You know he doesn't want to go. That's not his thing. You know that there are some things that he wants to do. But he says yes. But he says yes begrudgingly. He pauses first when you ask. He asks some questions. He makes kind of a face. But then he says yes. What is your reaction? What is your response to that? Are you just like, okay, great, let's go? Or are you like me? And you're like, well, why did you say it like that? Do you really want to go? Is it that you don't want to come? Do you not want to spend time with me and your child? And I am like trying not to laugh too much because I have said every one of those things when my husband didn't answer the way that I thought he should. I didn't take the win. Sometimes there's something more to be discussed. But the majority of the time, I make things worse by pushing back like that. Because we end up in this thing where he's like, but I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. I said yes. And then it's like, oh, well, it's not what you said, it's how you said it. And we get into that whole thing. But I could have just chosen to take the win and kept it pushing. But I want him to say yes enthusiastically. I want him to be excited to spend time with me and my son. I want him to react exactly how I think he should. And if he doesn't, then I'm questioning everything. And when I think about that, I feel like it's a bit unfair. And it's also like a fool's errand because I can choose to fight for the yes that I want or take the yes that I have. And I feel like it's just the path of least resistance to take the yes that I have. Because to expect this person to hide their emotions, ignore whatever they were feeling, quiesce in the way that I wanted, I feel like it's a little bit unreasonable. And I know the man that I married. I know that he's not going to want to go to this play date. I know that he has other things to do. But it's almost like, well, I am making the sacrifice. I have things to do too. And I'm going to go. And I want to spend time with my child, so I'm going to be excited about it. And I think it might be fun. And I'm making the best of it. So why can't you? But is that really fair? And is that worth your time and mental energy trying to get him to feel the same way that you do? I don't think so. And the reason that I'm talking about it this way is because I know there are so many variables for different relationships, different men, different marriages. And I'm truly pondering because the situations that I hear from my clients, I see it this way as well. It's like, well, do you want to spend that energy when he already said yes? Now, if you know it's going to be a yes and then grouchiness and complaining about it and ruining the play date, then that's a whole different story. So that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the men who, once they say yes, that's it. Like they're on board, they're going to give it their all. But they're not necessarily going to hide the fact that they did not want to do this. And you can sub in anything. The playdate was really just an example. The first one that came to my head, the one that is usually the issue between me and my husband doing children-like things on the weekend. But it could be anything. You asked him if he wanted to go see a movie and he didn't answer super enthusiastically. And your mind immediately goes to, well, do you not want to spend time with me? Do you not want to do date night? Do you not love me anymore? When what it really was is that he already had his night planned. You didn't mention it before, and he's going to have to miss doing whatever it is that he was going to do. but he knows this is important. It's important to you. He knows you'll probably have fun. So yeah, sure, let's go. But instead of taking the win, you either push back and, confront him with how you feel about how he answered, or you keep it inside and add it to the bucket of resentment that you have been filling up every time that he didn't answer the way that you wanted. So, like I said, there are different situations, different personalities, but I think there are more opportunities for us to take the win, take the yes, than we allow for ourselves. And I think it would be one of those battles where, do you really want to choose this one? You got the win. Just take it. So that's it for now. Don't forget to share this episode with another physician mom who you think would enjoy it. Don't forget to also leave us a 5-star rating. It really helps us reach even more physician moms. I will see you on the next episode of Stethoscopes and Strollers. And that's a wrap on today's episode. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you feel a little more seen and a lot less alone. If you love what you heard, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and drop us a 5-star review. They really make a big difference, and it helps other physician moms find us too. And share this episode with your friends. It's all about spreading the support and keeping the conversation going. See you on the next episode of Stethoscopes and Strollers.